Hello friends, in this video we are making a spindle lock device for a mini lathe and testing it holding torque. First, discussing the design. I always try to make a 3D model of my projects. Here is the headstock model of the lathe and the chuck. Hiding the chuck. This ring shows the space taken by the nuts and studs of the chuck during rotation. Hiding it too. The device consists of housing, a lower bushing, an upper eccentric bushing, a clamp handle and mounting bracket. I bought the parts for assembly in hardware store. Let's start the making process. Marking the center of the hole. Setting the workpiece, drilling the hole, and cutting the thread. Turning the upper and lower hulls of the housing. Drilling mounting holes and making spot faces for bolt heads. Here are the finished parts. Assembling the housing using M4 screws. On the other side, just inserting a spacer. Turning the part to 9 mm thickness. Boring the hole for the spindle shaft. Removing chamfers. Marking the holes for the bushings. Drilling first with the center drill, then with 3 mm drill, using 5 mm cutter, 8 mm cutter, 12 mm cutter. Drilling the second hole in the same way. Milling elongated holes for the screw. Now making 2 bushings and a boss, using a machine part as a blank. It already has a flat side, so no extra work needed. Checking the fit. Everything assemblies. Using my milling tool. The link to the video of creating it will be in the description. Drilling the hole for the M4 screw. Milling the spot face for the screw head. Removing the chamfer and cutting the part off. Turning the eccentric bushing for compression of the lock device. Using abrasive paper with the oil to avoid abrasive getting on sensitive parts of my lathe. Drilling the holes for attaching the clamp handle. Shifting the axis and drilling an 8 mm hole for the boss. Milling the slot for the screw so the bushing can rotate. removing chamfers and cutting the part off. Turning the boss with 8 mm diameter and drilling the hole for M4 thread. Cutting the thread. Cutting the thread for the clamp lever. Now making the lever and the bracket. Drilling the bracket holes. Cutting the threads. Installing the bracket using removable thread locker. Making the lever handle. Have a look to the nice surface after the cutter. It looks like CNC, but I'm turning the wheels by my hands. Drilling the mounting hole and cutting the thread. Doing some work with the file and abrasive paper. For now, let's assemble it. Measuring the clamping range. The gap can be adjusted with the screw. Installing the brake on the lathe. Putting the screws but not tightening them. Installing the upper part. Installing the adjustment screw. Clamping the brake and tightening the bracket screws, so device self-centers on the spindle. Holding well. Later checking the holding torque. I need something heavy, using a toolbox with 6.7 kilograms weight. using a lever 500 mm long, getting holding torque more than 33 Newton meters. That is more than enough for my work. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, don't forget to like and subscribe, it motivates me to make new videos. See you!